Gave up his own life there for that one.
I think he actually was dead no matter what.
Okay.
He was just trying to.
I don't know. You don't think he could have got away? He put himself back in range.
If Miracle would have got toss off, then for sure. I think he maybe had cooldown or he just mistimed it a bit. Now, as far as this game is going overall, I think the biggest plus of all for Virtus Pro is that they're free farming the Lifestealer, and Lifestealer has actually three good core matches with this game. So Virtus Pro are taking good advantage of the 10th pick here, and with Lifestealer winning his lane and having a good matchup against the Tiny, who is, despite having that, is 0 kills mid with Tiny Wisp at 8 minutes, and has lost some farm.
Oh, look at this.
It's not too bad.
Matsu is trying to juke this one out. Pasha and Lil closing the gaps. Level 7, of course, on this Enchantress now. He hurts when he gets the touch in mid lane. At the same time, Miracle and GH do find the kill. Matsu trying to turn with the Gale. Has got backup coming in. It's actually the bottom lane where Mind Control goes down. Up top, not missing a kill, ladies and gentlemen. Pimp Muckle. Beautiful T-Tors. Absolutely banging. Big shout out to the lab for that one.
Make sure you catch the AA kill as well.
Yeah, he's got it. Don't worry about it.
He knew that wasn't going to be.
We don't miss a kill.
My bad, team. Yeah, another good sequence. It's very big for Liquid, though, to get this kill for Tiny in the mid lane. They did kill the Queen of Pain with the IO Tiny. Oh, that was well played.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they definitely saw that.
Just a brief nightmare.
It was a Fiend's Grip.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Fiend's Grip.
Yeah, they saw the Grip come out.
Yeah, what am I on about?
So,
little spell names.
So Grip is on cooldown now for a minute and a half. That's like the worst feeling as Bane. Is when you start casting it and you're like, nah, I don't really want to do it. And you just barely get the animation off. And it's like, I just wasted an ulti cooldown for 90 seconds. So
yeah, it's a pretty painful cooldown, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
100 seconds.
It's 100, but you know, there's always the glass half full, half empty kind of thing. You know, it could have been worse. Could have been a black hole, right? So. All right, there's the Doom. Io is completely out of position for this. They're going to try the deny. Oh, didn't get it.
They don't indeed. Solar gets the kill. Holds back Matu with the Nightmare. Lil maybe thinking about having to tickle around with this one, but they do have to respect the fact that Matu is level 7. Of course, not yet got a point in the Nova. Doesn't quite require it. But I mean, I'm worried for Liquid about this Lifestealer Sin. It really feels like he is just getting everything. When does this come to an end? Are they really just that not concerned at all about this Lifestealer? They feel that they can just let Ramses do this and they're going to win the game around it.
They can't do anything. They can't do anything about it.
Is there a point of the game when they can, or is it just about...
Yes, there is a point later. I think it mainly comes down to, first of all, now they have Ice Blast, and I think that's one thing they have to get this kill. And Tiny needs a Blink Dagger. So if they can combine this, or a Shadow Blade, one of the two, so that they can lasso into Burst. Right now they have sustained damage. There's the Burst. There you go. First showing of that. All right,
and that combo will pretty much kill anyone on the map at the moment?
Yes. Yeah. But the thing is, this Lifestealer, if they lasso, and there's like 3 heroes there, but not the Tiny, I actually don't even know if he dies. They can like lasso into all of Venom's spells, but it's sustained damage over time, not burst. Lifestealer can rage TP out. There's no other counter than toss and lasso. And they kind of have to engage with one of the two, so the other one also needs to be there for the play. So, but this is what we were saying, right? Like VP can get a really significant advantage in this laning stage. I think they've done a great job. This kill they just got top swung the game a little bit back toward Liquid, but it's still a 2 to 3K lead here for Virtus Pro. But now they lose the tower.
Ramsey.
There it is. Relocate.
He's ready to fight. Yeah, times it. For the end.
Follow the projectile.
Come on, T-Tors.
Come on. Get it. Or is it?
It's gone.
Oh.
It's past the stratosphere. Mid lane, Fiend's Grip. Solo setting up for no one to find a bit of action onto Matumba. They'll throw down the Sonic Wave. Make sure he doesn't get away. And
GH just TP'd mid after he relocated in top. There was no stuns.
Oh, I was going to say,
there was a Lifestealer and an
timing on the trick.
They didn't get the kill. Lil's running him down. This is a problem for GH. I'm pretty sure he's dead here.
Deny yourself to neutrals.
He has nothing to tether to.
No.
Good stun. And a bounty rune to boot here for Lil.
Yeah, Lil's having a nice time as well. That medallion going to be there.
He's actually blocked off.
He's fine, he's fine. He's got the stun. Oh, he's not fine. Miracles here. He's not.
He's fine, Owen. Don't worry.
No, he's really not. Oh. No, he's not.
He's fine. Don't tell anybody. That's a tower.
Space Crate.
Some decent distraction. I think you're happy with that overall if you're VP. Oh, nice attempt by Kuro. He's going to outrun this Lifestealer with Ice Vortex. So this is an uncharacteristic build for AA, which it wasn't if you look back just a few months, but as of late it's been more common to see Ancient Apparitions maxing Ice Vortex. The Amplify and the ability to both slow and give yourself move speed, that's the change that really has made a difference. But I think in this game they need the high A level Cold Feet in order to try to kill the Ench in the lane. That's why Kuro went this build. It's not going to be his standard go-to.
And they do it. They do
have
it.
some good synergy with it.
I was going to say they have great ways of setting up the cold feet.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Io, where thou at?
It's more action for Ramses. I swear he's playing this game with a huge smile on his face. Not that he never doesn't. You know, that kid, he's got a beautiful smile. But this game, 30 minutes in, he is having the time of his life.
I love the way Solo's played so far. I think there's been maybe one nightmare that was unnecessary, the one we talked about mid, where they get the counter kill with Tiny. But his roaming and his map reads have been very good. He's made 8 out of 13 kills just with nightmare setups, and there's been one of them with Fiend's Grip.
On a scale of 1 to Mercedes, how would you rate his play?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are
Mercedes. So 9 out of 10. Get what I mean?
I don't understand that. That's
Get it?
an
It's
advanced
very
joke.
advanced.
Yeah,
I know.
that is,
That's deep.
Whew. Some Danish joke. Bottom lane. VP grouping up as 5, looking for the tier 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they will get this. Liquid, no interest of trying to turn up for this sort of fight. They themselves just simply finding the
Solo,
trade
that
mid.
is a bold move.
He's a smart man. He knows that he can get out one way or another. And the
Yeah.
way he's getting out is in a coffin.
He knew it.
Yeah.
He knew it, Owen.
Traveling when you're dead is free.
He actually defended his tower. I think that's a good death.
Yeah.
If he doesn't go
That's
there,
true. Yeah, the tier 1 doesn't go down. You're
it
right.
doesn't go down. That is a high value play.
That is Solo. He's doing it. He's impressing me.
Losing your 5 to maintain map control is almost always worth it. This is going to force Liquid to make a secondary move there. Liquid wanted to get the tower trade and they didn't get it, so now they really want to make a smoke play that secures them this mid tower.
But they've got the blink on back.
They do.
So
this is timing for Liquid.
So they've got to do something nice with this reveal.
Absolutely.
No one, I mean, that would be the perfect pick. No one or Ramses. I think you take either of those at this stage of the game. So
no one is the mid tower right now.
Yeah.
So if he dies, the real tower falls. That's the wrap. They have a good ward.
Oh,
they only
Solo.
find Solo.
That's not really the one.
Good enough.
No, it's not the hero they want. And now there may be trouble inbound, but Superman relocated forward. 5GH drops down a beautiful O onto VP. VP, they're looking to lose 2. Little will go down, but it cost them the life of both the Bat and the Tiny. Mind control and Miracle down for this. Ice Blast.
It's
Lil.
clipping.
Yep, the passover's there. Lil will be caught out by the debuff. He's gone. Kuro. Now to be the one to get chased down. No one blinking forward on minimal life, but he gets the dagger out. Kuro slowed down. Ramses and Pasha hot in the chase, and they will be able to claim a 3rd. No one again just coming in, taunting Kuro in his face, and he will survive. So, I mean, they do get a couple of kills on from VP, but overall Liquid losing 3 heroes there. Again, it was just Solo's positioning. He was ready to tank the gank, and it paid off.
That was like a 3 for 3, but Liquid used their aggressive smoke into the ward that got dewarded, and they did still not take the tower. That's like an even exchange overall, but Tiny died and Batrider died, so it was 2 cores for Liquid that died. Lifestealer was part of the fight, didn't die, and as a result, he's now pulling about 2,000 ahead of Tiny right now. Mid lane. Oh, didn't get the right avalanche, or the right toss rather.
Yeah, didn't get the increase.
He got the tower though, with the toss. So.
True. Gale's going to miss onto Pasha though. Liquid do have 5 men here. Mind control. He's going to be ready to jump. So Pasha has to be a little careful, but again, this time Liquid a little more wary of how they want to jump in on heroes like that. They won't go for the kill. They'll back off. And just stick grouped up as 5. As it goes, 16 minutes, 16 to 10, 2k gold lead for VP.
And Liquid will make their next tower move. So keep up the pressure, use your blink daggers now that you hit a timing, and make sure you get as much out of it as possible. So this bottom tier 1 tower is pretty much undefendable right now for VP, so they're going to just concede it with no real gain. Doesn't look like they are very interested in pushing the mid tier 1. Slightly surprising, actually. I think they could have put some sort of pressure up there. This bottom tower is a goner, and that's almost an Echo Saber for a Miracle. Still going to be struggling to hit the Ench, but it helps him burst pretty much anyone else.
We'll go for this smoke up. I mean, they still drop the combo post-smoke, so VP will be
have
sort
to
of
be
aware
wary of this.
Yeah, they should know what's coming in. It's all going to be down to the positioning of their heroes if they want to try and take the fight. Liquid trying to pincer them in from both sides. By the looks of it, Miracle and GH behind them.
This is a pretty obvious move.
Yeah.
But, you know, they use a smoke for this Liquid. It's worth a chance or worth a try. If they
Keeps
don't
the tower alive.
If they don't find anything, they defended the tower.
Yeah.
So It's not too bad. And at the same time, this Miracle Tiny is actually putting on a lot of pressure. They're not interested in defending as it looks like finally a TP coming down, but oh, that's an Infest TP. Yeah. Miracle!
GH is there though, and he's got the save.
Great toss. If Lifestealer gets another couple of hits in there, that's a kill. Now Pasha will definitely die.
And this is, of course, the combo that's very hard to deal with. Anything plus Ice Blast is a huge problem for Pasha.
See a GH.
So they get the 1-for-1. Yeah, Solo's been getting quite a bit of action, I swear. He's got a lot of these kills. 4, 3, and 7 on the Bane. Feels pretty good for the purple boy.
Oh, Lil, that is ambitious.
They're a little scared of going on him, though.
He kept himself alive, I guess. But that's a big cooldown. Expended. It's just, this is a really nice game to watch, just because you can tell how good presence of mind both teams have, and how good awareness they have of how much areas on the map mean and how you take control and when you have to give away control. I think today overall this has been, like, from both teams, the highest, some of the highest skill that we've seen, at least just in terms of like game understanding. When it comes to individual plays and flashy mechanics, I don't think either lineup so far has really allowed for making like outstanding individual plays. But
sure, but it's
just solid gaming.
Yeah, the strategical decisions as well, which a lot of them, as we can see, seeming to be coming from Solo and the way that he's playing his game.
Yeah. Get eyes on GH. Solo will come in. Oh, he's under Ice Blast.
Does have the Nightmare. This is quite nice. He can look to split them apart.
They know
He's got Fiend's Grip as well.
Oh, man.
I mean, these are the sort of moves that you're saying. This, and that was purely done, as you say, because VP knew there was no way that GH could have come out. They had the timing in mind. Relocate still wasn't there for 10 seconds. They're quick to make that sort of a play.
I got another Nightmare. Okay. Hey, team! Team! That's pretty close to him. He's mind gaming. He's mind gaming.
He is. He's taunting him.
This is super mind gaming. He forced a Bat Rider TP.
Yeah.
He needs to not die, though.
I mean,
I think his bluff has been called.
He's got backup coming in there. Lil's on the way. And as soon as he's shown, it's not going to be enough to put them off. They're still going for the lasso. Solo is in trouble, and he will go down. So it costs him his life. We'll see if VP can get anything in return. They'll look to GH, and they do take him. That's going to be GH down. He did, I believe, try to relocate out. So not only did they kill the IO, that's relocate unavailable for another 100 seconds.
Yep. That was a courier snipe by the Dire, though. So Liquid did get a little bit of an extra influx of money.
Oh, look who's here. This is going to get very messy for Liquid. Kuro getting jumped on. Ramsey's focusing the bat first. Takes down Mind Control with the help of no one. And that was, that just felt a little bit sloppy from Liquid, didn't it? Chasing that far when they, it almost sort of felt like they forgot there was a Queen of Pain in the game.
That was definitely their worst play of the game. I think they lost focus a little bit, lost track of what was actually happening. It's something that's almost bound to happen when you play against VP, because they play very fast, and you see this mental strength play, if you can call it that Solo pulled off bottom. They're trying to get in their heads.
This is starting to all slow down. Now, GH, of course, he doesn't have relocate because he tried to relocate down bottom. He's not got it here, so Miracle's gone. GH as well in trouble. He's to fall. And again, this is VP just reading the game perfectly. And it seems like Liquid again is shaken up a bit. They've got to pull it together.
Yep. Oh, double damage. Thanks, Ice Rock. It's a Roche for VP.
They've got an Ice Blast coming in.
This is not going to scare them off.
They do have that. They could try for something cheeky. If he wants to.
This is exactly where Solo needs to stand. If he gets lassoed, that's great. Right, fine, whatever.
I mean, you said it.
Do it. Nightmare Suicide. Oh! That was so close,
he
man.
Nearly pulled it. If he pulled that off.
Oh, it was so close.
I'd be sending him 2 Mercedes. Wow.
2 Mercedes.
What a play.
That's a lot. That's a lot, Owen. How are you going to send that?
Yes. Terms and conditions apply. We're only giving away 1.
Okay.
MVP, by the way. Just to clarify. But wow.
5K lead, Aegis in the hands of VP now. This is the kind of first 20 minutes that I think they needed. Now it's about how... Okay. Now we get into the point that Capitalist was putting a lot of emphasis on.
Yeah, the panel was worrying about,
How do VP transition this early game into getting the really big objectives, getting the barracks now? There's still 4 towers up for grabs. They haven't really managed to put that much pressure on towers.
I mean, I like... For instance, the itemization of Ramsey. I think he sort of recognizes that he's going to be building the Deso. You know, sometimes we see different builds, but he is going to go for the Desolator early on this on the Lifestealer, and that's certainly going to help a lot with those pushes.
Solo, if he gets hit by a Spirit now, he's dead.
Don't breathe.
Oh
no! He's been spotted.
Yeah.
He's got friends coming in. No, he's gone. He is gone. Can VP do anything in return? Doesn't look like it. They're just going to back up. Tier 2 falling very low. They'll find... Oh, no, yeah, they do. They find the deny.
Notice how Liquid are playing this. They're behind against an Aegis, but they're strong-arming the bottom lane. This is the area of the map that they have the best control over because of their team rotations and the aggressive ward that they've placed in the Radiant jungle. So they're playing where they're at their strongest.
Yeah.
And this can fail. Like, if VP get a perfect rep on them or surprise them somehow, they can get team wiped.
Sure.
But at the same time, if they don't take any sort of aggressive stance on the map and try to accomplish anything, they're giving up map control.
Exactly, yeah. If they don't do this, VP, they're going to use that Aegis for something to their gain. But at this stage, this is, Liquid controlling them.
If Liquid can drop 1 or 2 supports to make this Aegis expire, I think that's an investment they're willing to make. That's obviously not the plan here. The plan here is to win a fight, but it can get hard if VP get the good rap. I don't know if Liquid have kept track on the smoke usage. I feel like VP might have 1 or 2 left. It's, in my mind, Liquid has used 1 more. Just off the top of my head, could be wrong. But that is obviously the playmaker. When you have the Aegis, you want to make an aggressive smoke move up to this top lane and get that tower.
Yeah, especially with that Desolator now complete on Ramses. So.
Ramses is super strong.
Yeah, Armlet, S&Y, Deso, 24 minutes on this little lifestealer.
This hero still has the innate weakness of being very countered by specific items. Once 4 staffs are available for Liquid, it gets a lot harder for Ramses to stay on his target, but that's why the Infest Quap can help a lot. Doom can help. The hero he dooms obviously can't use 4 staff. So, let's see.
No one. Right. Straight in, Solo with the wraparound. There's the first force to try and shove Kuro back to safety. Pop down the crest on him. It's not going to be enough to save him. Does still get the Ice Blast down to no one. But the chase is on for VP. They continue looking straight for a man who does throw out the Poison Nova, but he's gone. VP will take a bit of damage, but they're all pretty much sitting at full HP, so it won't kill them.
Solo.
Yeah, he does die.
That was a bit too strong arm for my taste.
But it's bought a little time. I mean, GH has relocated, so they should be fine here. Unless GH goes down, no, he will just straight up take Miracle back to safety. GH, of course, himself probably won't be...
It's going to be dead IO.
Too lucky.
But that's, again, given Liquid's position on the map and what they had, they're pretty happy with that.
Yeah.
They got a support kill, they got a tier 2, and all they lose is their IO. So, hello. Hate your scream.
No way.
No. Okay.
Oh, there was an inch there to just absolutely just defecate on our dreams.
They were baiting. They were baiting the TP, Owen. They got a TP scroll out of that.
Okay. Bottom lane.
So,
into the combo. I mean, he's pretty
he has a pipe and 17 sticks. This might work out. Use your wand. How cocky are you? Okay, there we go.
What? He's gonna live.
If that Ice Blast connects, he's dead.
Maybe.
It's pretty tanky. This is the itemization for Doom this game, by the way. I think the VP lineup needs a pipe.
I mean, isn't this the itemization for Doom at every game? I mean, this seems like the perfect build, isn't it?
Some games, Shadowblade is fantastic.
Okay.
And it is also definitely has its merits in this game. Like a Shadowblade Doom with Lifestealer infested or Blink Doom can set up fights. But I think they have to look at the big picture here, which is they are going to be running at Liquid, and Liquid will fight back.
Yeah, I like these auras.
And the pipe seems like a necessary item this game. And he's the only hero in their team that really wants to buy it. So, Lil with the team purchase.
No one now with the completed Lincoln Sphere. Going to be a lot harder for Liquid to get that successful jump on. And now VP getting aggressive, both mid and top.
Wait, they have 2 pipes? I didn't realize there's a pipe on Ench as well.
Yeah, she's got it done. I mean, it's the way to go.
It is the item of the game, though.
It protects you so much from falling under that Ice Blast threshold.
It's Ice Blast, it's Venomancer, it's Bat Rider, it's Tiny, and even Io. Like, all 5 Dire heroes are primarily magic damage for the time being. Obviously, late game, Tiny with Io starts dealing serious physical damage, and Venomancer with the damage talent and some different itemization can also be a right clicker, but for the next 15 minutes, I think VP are set as far as defensive items.
And I guess that's the thing as well. If you're VP, I guess you're not really concerned about the late game, because you don't really want there to be a late game, do you? You want this game over sooner than later, surely.
Yeah, they're itemizing to start putting the base high ground pressure with the next Aegis. I think that has to be the mindset. So in the next 5 to 10 minutes, VP are going to push high ground, and then it's like a crash or burn scenario where the most important thing is they need to not get lassoed into a bad enough position with Lifestealer for them to kill him twice. That's more than likely the way things are going to go down. But there's even the Blink Toss. That's also tricky to play against.
I'm looking forward to this, though. Of course, the Tiny Miracle with AC. There's always going to be that wrap potential. Especially with that IO and Solo. He's gone. Instant jump in, the Ice Blast not even required. As the combo alone with that Echo Saber and AC is incredibly scary for the supports of VP. Even the cores as well. If they can get the jump off before the rage and such, they can still do quite a bit of a punch to Ramses, who himself now is working also on an Assault Cuirass for Virtus Pro side.
So the question is, how will VP enforce a fight now? They have... This is obviously the downside of Doom going this build. Like, he has really good teamfight potential, but they still need to find a pick. They need to get started. When Bane is dead, it's not that easy for them to get in and find an opening, so we might be looking at a smoke play. It is... I thought one of them had a smoke there, so we might be looking at the next move coming out pretty soon. Or they're saving their smoke for Roshan, which is also a possible play. Currently infested into Doom. He did have the Blink Dagger queued up together with the Solar Crest on Doom. I think we're going to see the Blink first. He's probably changed his mind.
Yeah, see if he can get that money saved up.
Yeah, they realize they need it. They need to be able to jump in with Doom. So just pipe the team, blink in.
Sure, and I do like the way that no one's building as well. With the Lincolns and BKB, that pretty much makes him this sort of invulnerable target. They can blink in on the front lines to set up Ramses.
And I think his next item after that is definitely Shiva this game.
Oh, yeah.
Just slow down the Tiny Wisp, force the fight to start, and just be that frontliner that actually, even if Tiny is farmed and has high damage, the Shiva's armor is enough to keep Queen safe for quite a while. And see a little bit of a trade-off. Nice infest play here. This could be a quick jump for no one.
Oh, here we go. They look straight for GH, wanting to make sure that he can't get himself out. He doesn't go for the relocate. He is gone. The rest of Liquid now, hot on the retreat. Pasha trying to set things up. The Tomb comes out onto Matumba. He did get the Poison Nova through, but with a Sonic Wave bringing him down low. Matumba's in trouble. A few more impetus, and that will be the Veno gone. The rest of Liquid, they do get out with Kuro. Matu, of course, will die in the tree line. Again, that's Liquid losing 2, but constantly trying to put the split push pressure on him and make VP play Liquid's game, despite Liquid being behind. This time, it does cost them.
That was a great jump from no one. This is the kind of confidence that they need to play with. If they see the IO, you just pounce with the Lifestealer and Quap. There's currently no really solid... I think they don't have a Glimmer Cape on the Dire yet. They had a Force Staff, and even if they have a Glimmer, they can just have a Dust available. So that jump onto the IO, very quick kill. There's now a Fiend Script, a bonus kill here, or will pick me up for solo actually. And this might be mid-tier 2 tower. There's 2 cores dead, and VP do have a creep wave. Yeah, they're gonna get this tower. This is textbook stuff from VP. They're looking really good this game now.
Oh, they really are. This is some
and Solo already playing the next move here. Look at how fast they are adjusting with the information they have on the map to make their next move. There is the Nightmare, TP in immediately coming from the Enchantress.
He does have a relocate.
He will not be able to get it off.
He may be able to get it off. But he's still dead.
Yeah,
he's still dead. He's still dead, but he does manage to make sure that Miracle at least is not on that half of the map with all these heroes chasing after the Eye. So GH.
So what I thought Solo was actually going to do there was that he was going to... we're going to see the kill here. Oh, he didn't have Fiend Script. Oh, never mind. He used it already. Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Hello.
Solo with that Nightmare sort of cost the kill.
Why is he not waking up his teammate? Come on, man.
I mean, surely GH is still... He doesn't have a TP. And no, he's going to die. Is he actually walking out? He's walking out of that.
Oh, that hurts.
Right, that's it, Solo. We'll be taking away your Mercedes.
His Enchantress was slept.
He owes me a Mercedes after that.
6 seconds sleep. He's like, please wake me up. So, oh, my kill. That's a bit of a blunder. Yeah, okay. Well, without the Fiend Script, the relocate was definitely going to go. Oh, okay, no one. Good stuff. Gets a kill there.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
And this is the item I was waiting for. All right.
Okay, bye.
The Tiny Eggs is now online.
Oh, yeah, so I do like...
Eggs AC. This is when Tiny hits his first really big peak as an IO core after following the Blink.
Oh, this is just the last bit as well. Just the...
He hit a mini fog there, so they didn't get the brain sap off, I think. But the first part of this, he nightmares him. I think, okay, he's...
Because that made him dodge one of the impetuses.
He's surely going to walk north and then grip him close to the shrine, but it didn't have grip, so it just relocates out. And now, yep, that's a dead.
Not a lot the Miracle can do against that sort of a jump.
He doesn't have buyback. That's really big.
If they noticed, get a lot done with this?
They saw he had Ags. They wasted relocate too. This is 2 kills, I think. Or?
Do they know he's coming? Yeah.
Oh, okay. 2 kills, repeat. Both of them, no buybacks. 50 seconds. They're surely pressuring some high ground or Roche here.
There's
They can take
definitely
Roche
time
if they
to go.
want.
Yeah, well, we've got 9k gold lead, 32 minutes, VP. Hot in the lead.
They have to be feeling very confident that there's no buyback on this Tiny since he just picked up the Egg Scepter. It's a very obvious pickup.
Yeah, I mean, look at no one's jump. He knows.
Oh,
He goes straight to the
Lincolns,
base.
though.
He will be lassoed. They do catch him, bringing him down low. He's got the BKB, blinks straight back out. Fortification comes through from Liquid, but that play is just keeping Liquid forced away from this defense. They can't quite get close enough to stop this. The tier 3 falls. Ramses turns towards the racks. And with the lasso already being expended in this engagement, there's nothing else to catch VP out. They get the racks, they get out. See if they can actually punish any of these heroes here. Pasha forces away. He knows that there's no TP cancel. He just goes straight out underneath their noses. Everybody gets out. Solo will be chased.
Oh, yes, Glimmer now. There's no dust, I think, now.
Can he outplay them? Oh! Oh!
Help.
They don't. Now they see him, and they will get him.
Liquid have to get Roche. That's...
They need an objective. They
need
have
Roche
to do
after this.
something.
I was wondering whether VP were going to try the high ground or get the guaranteed Roche there, and they get a lane of racks, but it's going to cost them Aegis and Cheese, as this is the second Roshan.
Surely
Unless
that's
they
the
can
better
somehow
trade, though.
defend. That's
You
the
ru-
question, because
It's hard,
Tiny
isn't
with Aegis Cheese is really scary stuff, and VP could have 100% taken this and then looked for the racks later, but
Oh, maybe they can still take it.
it's too late.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It may cost them heavily, though. No one. Just blinking in with Ramses. They burst down GH. They take down Kuro. Miracle will get the blink off to the high ground. Matuma Man forces himself up, but no one's there with the chase. Rooted up as well by the neutrals. Matuma Man does deny himself tactically to the Ancients.
Well, it was too late to get the Roche fight, but they just take it after the Roche.
I mean, this is.
But Aegis,
fine for
Aegis and
VP.
Cheese intact, so if Liquid don't lose a second lane here, they can be happy with this overall.
And Miracle does have a DD for
They have
about
to buy
2 more
back-
seconds.
They need to buy back Venno right now. He has to buy back Venno, and they have to try to take this fight. He's waiting for
He's
the
not buying
lasso. He'll buy back when they lasso.
There we go. You're
And-
absolutely right. Now let's see what they can do with this Miracle. Oh, he's standing there. He just takes a Doom to the face. Lil comes in immediately with a Doom on Miracle. That's going to be the Aegis gone. Matuma Man and Mind Control backing up. VP have the space to clean up the racks. Miracle jumps forward, looking for the combo, but the Nightmare's there from Solo. Holds back the Tiny. Miracle just can't get his hands onto them. No one TP's out. Makes it as well with the lack of stuns that Liquid have. They can't hold him back. And again, VP, they get the racks, they get the Aegis, everybody gets out. Liquid have to expend a buyback on their position 1. And Liquid just can't do anything. VP, at this point, it really does feel like they're just too far ahead. Look at that graph.
They're playing really solid right now, gotta say. VP,
VP.
well played.
Sind.
Yeah,
That's me.
yeah.
Well played.
Sounds better when you say it. Say it
Thank
again.
you.
Say it again.
No, Sind.
When I say VP, you say...
What? What do I say?
Say
What?
nothing,
I
apparently?
don't know what I
Okay.
say.
That's
What's
fine.
this sort of...
Oh, it's all right. I can live with that.
Well,
So
Liquid. What's the plan?
move?
What is
Yeah,
the
exactly.
plan for Liquid?
I was just going
What's
to ask
the
the same thing. So they have a Cheese, but no Aegis.
Why were you going to ask me?
That's
I mean, that's not my job,
That's a
Sim.
really good question.
I'm not paid for my analytical prowess.
I was going to ask myself.
Stop talking to yourself, Sim.
Yeah, I think they have to wait for the BKB on Tiny to make an aggressive move. He's too exposed, and they might even need a secondary item. But at the same time, I don't know if they have the luxury of waiting that long. Miracle is just...
Oh!
Oh, that was really close.
Nah, it was easy for Miracle. GG.
I was expecting a Craggy proc, maybe. Can Craggy actually proc on Infernal Blade?
If you believe hard enough, Sind.
Might. I'm actually not sure about that interaction.
Surely it can. 100%. Must it? Why would it not?
Dire's top
Doesn't it
shrine
attack?
is under attack.
It cracks, procs another sort of... Surely it does. Must it?
Probably.
Do you think maybe it depends? Like, is there a difference if you
Radiant are
cast it on
scanning.
them or if you right-click it?
Don't think that would be the case.
I don't know. Dota's a wonderful game.
Dire's top
It
shrine
is.
under attack.
Many mysterious
There's a
things
lot of
occur.
things in Dota.
Out they go. Miracle and the GH. They're done. So they're nearly catching them.
They're done.
Dire's top shrine
They're done.
is under attack.
They're going to swap again. I still want to point this out. This is something that's really, like, if you're trying to learn more, like, really high-end, more advanced skilled Dota, this is the kind of stuff that you want to look for, is team movements and how you take advantage of the vision and information that you have. Liquid, again, with a really good move here. Like, they're playing what they have. So they pressure out bottom lane all the way, get out, get a ward down, swap all the way to top lane where they have vision and push that out. And they know VP are going to come bottom, but there was no way Liquid could have pushed any harder than this. They built themselves the biggest possible advantage in that moment.
Mind control.
Now they have to get. Oh, that's a fast Atos.
He does get Atos immediately there by Pasha. Forces himself back. Lil again getting this Doom onto Miracle, limiting what he can do in these fights. He'll try and come back in with the right clicks. No one just jumping in aggressively. BKB as well turns towards Matuma Man. Matuma Man is gone for 80 seconds. Miracle still ticking down to the Doom. Will be relocated to safety. Well, I said to safety. He's relocated him right into the middle of the fight. Miracle's gone. Has to buy back. The rest of Liquid are falling. Kuro's down. Mind control will use himself up to buy some time. He'll force away as well. Still alive, but he's gone down to the impetus. GG is called. Virtus Pro take the game 1 against Liquid, and in a very impressive fashion as well. Perfect play from VP, and that is not to discredit what Liquid tried to do as well. This was the Liquid we know, but VP just seemed to have their number this game. The way that they played, the lineup, the movements on the map, it was perfect.
I think Liquid's, what ends up happening in this game is that I think their first 3 just don't have enough immediate synergy, and it makes the draft a little bit difficult with that IO. What was they had IO, Veno, AA first 3. I'm not a big fan. But then VP played this really well. That was great to watch.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they had. I mean, also just to touch on one of the things you mentioned on the draft, you were a little surprised by the Sven ban. Do you think we might see that?
Yeah, they banned Sven in the first phase.
That might not happen again in game 2, considering what happened there.
Could be.
Could be. Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you won't go anywhere because you can guarantee that Liquid are going to be coming back with a lot of vengeance against VP in Game 2. Right around the corner, VP versus Liquid. More here at ESL Hamburg. Don't go anywhere.